We're joined by the Hall of Famer Magic Johnson now. And Magic, what has surprised you about the Suns so far in this series?
Well, I think it's just their outstanding bench play and the fact that, they've done a wonderful job of finding their game when they went home in the last two games, because some of their bench players did not perform well in Los Angeles, but when they got home, they really performed well. And then they were taking it to the basket on the Lakers because the Lakers were fouling an awful lot. I think the Suns had about 74 free throws in the last two games in Phoenix. And then the zone. Kevin and Chris are right. When you think about bench, you think about the zone defense that Phoenix has been playing. It's been a wonderful zone. But the Lakers are settling for jump shots instead of, figuring out there's a reason that you're wide open. There's a reason. Maybe the Phoenix Suns want you to take that shot, And so maybe instead of taking the shot, the Lakers should try to get it inside and drive it to the basket.
Hey, Herm, Kevin here. Really, when you look at the Lakers, they've been scoring almost the whole series, but their defense, when they got to Phoenix, really let them down. What do you think about the defensive effort in the last two games for the Lakers versus the Suns?
Well, Kevin, there hasn't been no defensive effort. I mean, in the first two games in Los Angeles, you saw the Lakers all over the place. They really played the pick and roll well, and they also got back on defense in transition. And what's killing the Lakers in Phoenix, they didn't get back well in transition, and that's when Phoenix goes on those 18-2 or 18-4 runs. And when you let a team like Phoenix go on those runs, they're going to beat you. And so the Lakers, first of all, must get back on defense, and then they have to solve that pick and roll game, the two-man game. And so once they're able to, if Steve Nash is able to turn the corner and create and drive into the lane, that's when he gets all the shooters involved. So they must either take away the three and allow Steve and Stoudemire to score the points and shut everybody else down, or they got to try to affect one of the two big guns in Steve or Stoudemire.
Hey, Magic, it's Webb here. I have a question for you just on the mentality of the team. In '86, you guys were up 2-0 versus the Mavs. They came back and tied it. You won the series 4-2. What did you tell your team then to have a mind state to be winners, and what do you think that the Lakers are saying in their locker room because the series is tied now? What is their outlook on the series now?
A great question, Steve Webb. I think the main thing is that, hey, we've been here before, so there's no need to panic. We actually played two relatively not great games, but we played pretty good games because in the fourth quarter, of both game 3 and 4, the Lakers had the game tied or had the lead, but they let Phoenix go on one of those amazing runs. So, hey, let's take what we did good. We understand that, but now let's look at what we did bad and try to correct those things. And then we got to come out with major energy, because without that energy, I tell you, when you're at home, the main thing the Lakers have to do is get that crowd involved, just like Phoenix did a wonderful job of getting their crowd involved. And that probably starts with Kobe. Kobe and Derek Fisher are the leaders of the Lakers. They must go in and let the guys know we have to come out, be physical, be tough. And then also to both you and Kevin and C. Webb, try to run more. You run more when you're at home. So the Lakers, I think, try to beat that zone before it sets up, and you can do that in transition.
For all the other factors going for Phoenix, as you know, Steve Nash is the linchpin of that team. As someone who played the position certainly as well and probably better than anybody in the history of the game, I wonder what your take is on Nash over the years and the way he goes about his work.
Well, Steve is just amazing. The best passing point guard with his left hand that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, this guy, he can hit you passing left-handed. He can hit you passing right-handed. I mean, he can score, gets in the lane, and he has a lot of off-balance shots. He can hit off of one leg, and, I mean, the guy is just truly amazing. And also the toughest point guard that's probably ever played in terms of, man, broken nose, shut eye. This guy, he looks like he's been fighting Mike Tyson, every time he gets out there. But I love him because I love his heart, and he's smart. So you can take a little bit of John Stockton because he's tough like John. You can take a little bit of Jay Kidd, a little bit of, every guy, he's got a little bit of those guys in him. And It will be a shame. You know, it's just like C. Webb. I always wanted him to go to the finals and see what he could do and put his incredible talent on display because C. Webb is so multi-dimensional. I want Steve Nash to have that opportunity too as well. And it'll be a shame if he doesn't get that opportunity to play in the finals.
And nobody's played more postseason games without a finals appearance than Nash, and he is paying the price trying to get there in this series. Magic, as always, great to have you on board. We appreciate the time. Looking sharp via the CISCO telepresence tonight.
Well, you know, this is really cool that CISCO, you know, set it up like this where, you know, we can see each other because most of the time, you know, you don't get a chance to see each other like this. So CISCO's doing their thing with the NBA, and I love CISCO. Great partnership.
All right. Hey, Magic, thanks again.
All right.